What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to Battleshock Wargaming Studio. We are very excited because today is going to be our first matchup for 4th edition. Michael is going to tell us about it.
It's the Vermin Doom, baby. We got a whole bunch of clan rats. The Skaven are on the table, led by some Vermin Lords, which is awesome. And then we're going against David's favorite army, the Ossiarch Bonereapers, led by Katakros himself. Super excited for this mission, super excited for this matchup. We've never seen this matchup on the table before. And we got new mats, new objective markers, new dice, tons of new terrain for the studio. So I'm really excited to try out these new rules with 4th edition. I hope you guys are excited too.
Absolutely, and we are kicking off an awesome promo with Baron of Dice and Grey Matter. They're teaming up for this first 6 video series, and they've got some great deals for you. Stick around until after the first battle round, and I'm going to be showing you some of the great stuff that you can get, including these amazing objective markers and a bunch of new amazing dice and accessories.
And huge shout out to all of our members for supporting us and helping this channel grow. You guys make it possible, and we love you guys so much. If you're interested in membership service and what it has to offer, now is the time to join, because we are just working so hard to bring you guys extra battle reports, live streams, tactics reviews, all that kind of stuff. So you really want to be checking that out down below.
Absolutely, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, if you're new to the game of Age of Sigmar, please do hit that subscribe button down below. We are dangerously close to 10,000 subscribers, and we're trying to hit that goal. Other than that, we're just going to go ahead and get right into this and take a look at the armies.
Let's do it.
Showing off our first list for 4th edition, we're going to be playing Ossiarch Bonereapers, and I'm going to be running the battle formation Mortek Phalanx, which means that my Mortek Guard get to resurrect if the unit is destroyed on a 5+, and this is 2 regiments. My general is going to be Katakros. Katakros has some great abilities. He can shut off commands, he can buff my units, and he's just an absolute beatstick in combat. Love this guy. We're going to see what he does with all of his new rules. Archon the Black is in the list. This bad boy has some pretty good attacks, moves fast, is +1 to cast, and has a cool War Scroll spell. He also gives my army a 4-up spell ignore, and he has a rampage that does mortal wounds and extra mortal wounds into heroes. I have a Mortesian Soul Mason in the list. He has Soul Guide, which means that I will be able to hand out a Strike Last spell, and then he is going to have the Aura of Sterility, so he's -1 to be wounded with missile weapons, and he also has the Load of Saturation, which gives him a 5-up ward. And then next to him is the one manifestation out of my lore I'm going to be using today, because the others aren't painted, the Nightmare Predator, just a damage guy. Then we have a Gothazar Harvester in the list. When this guy does damage or is within the combat range of things that are dying, he gets tokens, and then at the end of the turn, he can use those tokens to heal or resurrect things, and he's pretty damn good in combat too. To round out my list, I have 2 units of 20 Mortek Guard and 1 unit of 10. They have anti-charge +1 rend, and then I will have an Honor Guard in there that has -1 rend to infantry. Here is my 4th edition list. Let's see what Michael brought today. Taking a look at my Skaven list in 4th edition, we're going to be taking the Warpcog Convocation, and I get to roll a dice for my Scryer units. On a 1, I take mortals, and on a 2 through 5, I get +1 to wound rolls, and on a 6, I get extra rend. This is 2 regiments. My general is going to be Screech Vermin King. He is a powerful caster, and he also gives my army a buff, and he also heals himself in the hero phase. He's going to be running around trying to kill some stuff. Taking a look at another Vermin Lord Deceiver, he's going to have Foul Hide, so he heals, and then he has Scurry Away, which helps me do some movement shenanigans. You got to take Thanquol on Boneripper in the list. He's a powerful caster as well, and he has Foul Hide, and he's just going to run around trying to kill a bunch of skeletons. The endless spells I'm taking today are the Skaven ones. The first one is this little bell here, which is a -1 to wound debuff mechanism. And then I have the little scuttling rats. They're going to move up the battlefield to try to get in David's way. And then I have the Warp Lightning Vortex. This thing is really hard to put on the table, but if it goes out, it's just going to do a bunch of damage. We've got some Warplock Jezzails in the list, a reinforced unit. These guys do auto wounds on 6s, and they're just going to be trying to kill a bunch of skeletons. Then to round out my list, you got to have some objective holders, right? So I have 3 20-man clan rat units, and they're just going to be getting in the way, being screens, getting battle tactics, and playing the game. That's the list. Let's go ahead and see what mission we're playing today. All right, our first battle plan of the 4th edition is going to be Border War. This is a 4-objective battle, and we are deployed on opposite long edges of the battlefield. The special rule for this one is you get 2 extra victory points if you control your opponent's objective, and if you're the underdog in a battle round, you will get 1 extra victory point for each border objective you control. Other than that is going to be hold 1, hold 2, hold more, and we're going to be working for some battle tactics to get ourselves some extra points as well. So let's go ahead and get right into this. We are back from looking at the first 2 armies that we're going to be playing for 4th edition, and I was 2 regiments, and you were 3 regiments.
That's right.
So I had choice, and I've decided to take the first turn. Taking the first turn does not have the ramifications that it used to, or I don't think it does, because of the not be able to get a battle tactic mechanic for taking a double turn. So I'm going to go ahead and try to buff my army up and get into position and then await for Michael's response. So starting command points, I have 5 because I had 1,950 points in my army, so I get an extra.
And I got 4. I'm an easy 2,000.
And we have no auxiliaries, so there's not going to be any extra command points there. So we're going to go ahead and get into my hero phase. And the first thing that I need to do is activate my place of power. So I'm going to activate the place of power with the Soul Mason, and he takes D3 mortal wounds. It's a great way to start. And it's going to be 3 mortal wounds, and then he has a 5-up ward. And he'll take a wound.
Thankwill is also going to activate his place of power on the other side.
Beautiful.
And he's fine, so he's +2 to cast.
Okay, we're going to cast some spells. So the first spell that I'm going to cast is with Archon the Black. He is going to try to activate the weapons of the 20-man Mortek guard squad in front of him. This goes off on a 5, and he has an innate +1. So that goes off.
So let's go ahead and unbind, healthily unbound from Lord Screech.
Okay, and then the Mortesian Soul Mason is going to activate the weapons of the 20-man up in front. That one goes off with a 9.
Let's go with the Deceiver.
Okay.
Even if I roll a 6 with those cheese dice, it's not going to happen.
Okay, so they have activated weapons. This is a good time to mention that they have anti-infantry +1 rend if they charge, because they are my honor guard. The next cast that we're going to do is with the Soul Mason. He's going to try to put strike first on the 20-man that's right in front of Catacross. And that doesn't go off. We're going to try to bring out the Nightmare Predator. Okay, that goes off on a 10.
The Nightmare Predator comes out.
Okay, we'll bring him out. Okay, the Nightmare Predator is out. And the last thing I'm going to do is call out my battle tactic. It's going to be take their land, and I need to just hold a terrain feature that is partially or wholly within enemy territory. I am going to do one thing with Catacross. I'm going to use 1 command point, and we're going to pick 3 units and give them a +1 to their save. All right, I have wrapped up my part of the hero phase. We're going to get into Michael's.
So I got to bring out my Gnawhole first. Gnawhole has arrived. I'm going to spend a commandular point going down to 3 so I can do magical intervention. We're going to cast with Thankwill, who's at a +2, and then he's going to take a -1. And I think we're going to summon a manifestation, the Warp Lightning Vortex.
Okay.
Okay, all my manifestations are on 7, so that does not come out. Excellent use of 1 command point. I am going to use one of my battle traits. It's going to be always 3 claw steps ahead. I'm going to do a normal move with some clan rats.
All right, with all of that, we're going to go ahead and get into my movement phase, and you'll get to see what we're doing because we're going to be showing you with our new camera that's on the ceiling. Okay, we are all done with my movement phase. You all saw what we did, but just to recap, I did use 1 command point to auto-run these folks so I could get my battle tactic. And then Michael used 1 command point to try to redeploy. Catacross was within 18 inches of the Jezzails, so he stopped it on a 5+. However, I was in a tough spot because if I didn't try to stop the redeploy, he was going to be out of range for me to shut off the command. And then if I waited for the command, then I wouldn't have been able to do it either because he would have redeployed. So anyway, that's what we've done. We're going to go ahead and get into the shooting phase, of which I am not going to participate in this phase, but Michael has something.
I am going to spend the 1 command point to covering fire.
Okay, so Michael is deciding to do covering fire, is not allowed to target the manifestation per the FAQ. We had to read the rule 5 times. So he's going to shoot into the Mortek guard that are standing on the objective over there. I am going to have them issue themselves a all-out defense.
So we're at -1 to hit because of covering fire, but we're +1 because we haven't moved. So these are on 4s. 6s, ooh, look at them cheeses. Auto wound. And then we're 3s to wound here. Cool, so take 6 at -2 rend.
So we're +2 to our save because of Catacrosis buff, so this is going to be on 4s. We fail 4.
2 damage each.
Okay, and then we're gonna do...
Some 6-up wards.
We're gonna do some 6-up ward saves, baby. Okay, so 7 guys are gonna go down. All right, only 1 charge for this turn. It's gonna be the Nightmare Predator. Let's go, baby. The 9's good, he's gonna go in. Okay, we only have 1 activation here. It's coming from my manifestation. He's doing his Lacerating Claws. This is 6 attacks, 4s, 2s, -2, 2. Any commands, good sir?
Nope.
Okay, we got 4 hits there. Doesn't have crits. That would be cool. And wounds on 2s, so you've got 3 at -2.
So 2 damage each.
Yep, 6 dead rats.
We're going to activate with the clan rats back at the manifestation.
Okay.
We're going to punch this magical spell. We're going to gnaw at it. These hit on 4s, and they crit auto wound. So 6 is auto wound.
Okay.
Here we go.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
So that's 6 wounds so far.
Okay. Are clan rats good? Comment down below.
So take 8 wounds, no rend.
Okay. I'm smiling like a little kid right now, just watching you fight my endless spell. So this is 5s, then 6s. Okay, he's alive. And then 6s. Okay, he takes 4 wounds. He's got 3 wounds left.
All right, I'm going to res D3 rats for 2 rats.
Cool. I feel like that's the end.
Yep, let's score it up.
Let's do it. Bonereapers have just finished their very first turn. It was super fun. I got to punch stuff with my manifestation and I got punched back. It was very thematic. I completed my battle tactic of take their land, and I hold 1, 2 more right now, so that gives me 10 points, which is crazy. The scoring is crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
10 points.
For my battle tactic, I am also going to do the take their land because I can teleport to my own gnaw hole over there that's in your territory, and then I'm like, this is mine, and you're like, cool, it was always yours.
Yeah.
I am going to try and do a banishment roll. Lord Screech. That's
No!
an 8. Remove the manifestation.
Now, at the end of the turn, on a 4-up, he'll come back. That's his special rule that he has.
Nice.
Okay.
That's helpful. Deceiver is going to try and activate the place of power on a 2-up. He does, so he's now +1 to cast as well.
Okay. I will react to that, and I will also try to activate Place of Power with Archon. Yes, he's going to have a +2 to cast now.
I want to do my Lord Screech ability. I think I want to add 1 to casting rolls for Master Clan Wizards that are wholly within 12 of him, which is just going to be himself and Thankful. Warp Gale from the Lord Screech, and it's going to target this unit right here. This is a Fight Last spell.
Okay, and what's the range on the spell?
18 inches.
Okay, you're good.
Cast value is 7, so we're looking for a 6 on dice. That is a 9.
Say no with Archon the Black.
Nay, nay.
He's +2, so that's an 8.
He's not +2 to unbind.
Oh, darn it, that's a 6. Unbinds are hard now.
Let's go ahead with Thankwill. He wants to bring out the Warp Lightning Vortex.
Yes.
It's 18-inch range. 6, 7, 8.
Archon. Unbound.
A 9. All right, how about we'll bring out the manifestation that's the Rat Pack.
Okay.
6, 7, 8.
Archon's last. It goes off.
Cool. For our final spell, just doing just a little bit of everything. We're going to do Skitter Leap with the Deceiver.
Okay.
And this is going to be looking for a 5 on dice because we're +1 to cast.
It's a 7?
It's a 7.
Goes off.
Hey, we got it.
Oh, fishing for a charge. I love it. That's Dave country right there.
Bully.
That's some Dave country.
Bully.
First, I'm going to rally.
Cool, for a commander point.
On 7 dice because I have a Bannerman. And 4 ups, I bring back a Mortek. Okay, get all 7 back.
Fun.
Your face. Eyes wide, looking at the camera. That's funny. Okay, I've rallied my 7 models. That was the best command point I've spent so far in this battle. And I'm going to use my last command point, that's right, risking it for the biscuit, going down to 0, and I'm going to try to cast a spell from Archon the Black with magical intervention.
Bone Storm.
Called Shard Storm.
Bone Storm.
Cast value of 7. I'm +2 to cast and -1, so I'm on a +1 here. We're going to need to see a 6 on dice. And it fails. So we're finding out that casting in the opponent's turn is not as fun as we thought it would be. That happened to you as well. That's all I have, man.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I get to do some movement stuff. We'll show you what we did. Movement phase is complete. We've taken Lord Screech and we've moved him up towards the point. He's got some clan rats hanging out with him as well, and our Deceiver is hanging out on that far side over there. We moved our screen up, and our Jezzails had to move so that Thanquil can get out of the corner that he was in. If the Mortek Guard don't move, they have a 4-up unrendable save. So like my whole plan was just hit him with a bunch of high rend stuff. So this could go really badly if David spikes. That's it for movement. No commands were spent, so we're going to get right into some shooting, and we're going to start with the Jezzails. Jezzails are going into Catacross, because I want to start chip-chopping away at this little idiot.
Okay.
Okay.
You will be -1 to wound because he is within range of the Aura of Sterility.
Okay. Well, I'm +1 to wound, so I'm going to use my Scryer ability to give myself another +1 to wound.
Perfect.
Oh, I take D3 mortal wounds.
Oh,
it
no.
went kaboom. Okay, I took a wound. Perfect.
I have no command points.
2 auto wounds.
Okay.
So 3s. So take a mighty 4 at Ren 2.
Okay, 5s. Okay, he takes 6 damage. And he takes 6 damage.
Nice. Let's charge in with the Deceiver. Not the Deceiver, the Lord Screech, because that's who we're actually looking at. Let's go in with the Clan Rats. Get some bodies on the points. 7. 7's good.
Now, while he's moving in, I will note that I do have an ability in the charge phase called Counter Strike, where I can add a anti-charge +1 rend to this unit. However, they already have anti-charge +1 rend on their War Scroll, so we don't need to call that out. They're just going to have 1, because it doesn't stack.
We're going to spend our last command point so that the Deceiver can reroll his charges.
Okay.
Oh, and we rolled a 10 right out the gate. Lord Screech is going to do his Rampage. Terrifying Monstrosity. He's going to roll a dice, and on a 3-up, we're going to turn off your commands, which doesn't matter because you don't have commands, but we're also going to subtract that roll from your control score. Doesn't happen.
Okay. Okay, so Lord Screech is getting ready to activate. I am going to use a relentless ability in the combat phase called Impenetrable Ranks. So I'm going to have a 5-up ward save for everything that's wholly within 18 of Catacross, and then they're going to have a 4-up non-rendable save because they didn't charge this turn.
Easy peasy. Let's go 7 attacks. These are hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s. They are crit 2 hits, so exploding 6s. Okay. Only 2 wounds. Take your 4-up saves and make me cry.
Okay, I
Take
fail 1.
3 damage.
And then 5s. Okay, 2 guys will go down.
The Deceiver shall activate. These are going to be head 8 attacks, and these have crit mortals, still hitting on 3s here.
Okay.
No crits. 6 for up saves.
Okay, I fail 2.
It's 2 damage each, so 4 damage total.
Okay, and then 5s. 2 more go down.
These hit on 4s and they auto wound. And then 5s. 9 wounds from the clan rats.
I'm gonna fail 5. And then 4 guys will go down.
So the exact same damage output as 2 Vermin Lords. Excellent.
Crushing.
Crushing it.
Michael, we're gonna swing back with the Mortek Guard. This is 25 attacks. Crit 2 hits, and then anti-charge +1 rend. So we're looking at 3s, 4s, -1 rend, single damage. Okay, we had 5 crits. And then this is 4s. Okay, make 8 saves at -1.
6s. So 7 rats go down. Okay, let's bring back D3 rats for the mighty 1 rat.
And then we will count up OC, and we will be back to score Michael up. This series of 4th edition videos is brought to you by Baron of Dice and Grey Matter Gaming. Baron of Dice supplies master crafted dice that are the best in all of the mortal realms. They offer sleek designs to match the aesthetic of any army with multiple choices for every faction. These beautiful dice come in 2 different sizes with round or flat edges, and you can get them in matte, pearlescent, or translucent finishes. The Baron also offers a large selection of other accessories like dice trays, cups and bags, stickers, and so much more. Go with the Baron and get the best dice that money can buy and be a part of our ever-growing community. But the deals don't stop there. Grey Matter Gaming has foreseen the winds of change and has some amazing objective markers to get you battle ready. These beautiful objective markers are double-sided neoprene, and they go very nice with all of the mats that he has to offer. You can get these mats in the normal size for all of your Age of Sigmar games, or you can get one of the new Spearhead mats, which has the objective markers printed on there for ease of play. Grey Matter also offers sweet spell and effect marker sets, which can be used to mark your powerful abilities and dominate the battlefield. This is just the tip of the spear for all of the great things our channel partners have to offer. So hit the link in the description box below and use our promo code BATTLESHOCK. You can get yourself a static discount from Baron of Dice, and you can also right now get double the discount that you normally would through Grey Matter Gaming. Okay, we are here for battle round 2. I have decided to take the turn. I have 4 command points to Michael's 5. Michael is the underdog in this battle round, so he is going to get an extra victory point for each one of the border objectives that he controls.
Yep.
I am going to activate Places of Power. I want to get another +1 to cast on Archon the Black. He's good, so he'll be +2 to cast.
The knothole has erupted into David's backfield, which is not where you want things erupting.
All right, I'm going to do my first command, going from 4 command points down to 3. We're going to do Supreme Leader of the Bonereaper Legion, and we're going to give a +1 to save to 3 different units in my army. Okay, so I've chosen Archon the Black, Catacros, and the Gothazar Harvester. The first thing that I'm going to cast is Activate Weapons, coming from the Mortesian Soul Mason onto this unit right here. We're going to try to give them crits on 5s. That goes off on a 7.
Let's try and unbind it. 6, 7, 8, unbound.
Okay. Okay, Archon the Black is going to try to cast the same spell, and he's going to put it over on the Mortek Guard that are in combat. That goes off on a 7.
Okay, let's unbind that one with Thankful. Okay, you got it.
Let's give Strike first to Catacros. That goes off on a 7.
Let's try and unbind with Lord Screech. That's a 7, so you got it.
I'll try to pick Lord Screech for Curse of Years. That goes off on a 7.
Unbinding. You got it.
Okay, so into Lord Screech. Mortals on 6s. 3 mortals, so 5s. It stops. So 3 mortal wounds into Lord Screech.
I take 1 damage.
Cool, that was fun. And then we're going to do the horde clearing spell that's called Shard Storm. On a +2, cast on a 7, we are going to try to target this unit and do mortals on 5s for every model in the unit, and it goes off on a 9.
Cool. Do mortals.
7 mortal wounds.
Cool.
Into the clan rats. Okay, we're going to try to do Punishment of Lethargy with my terrain feature on these clan rats here. On a 4-up, I'm going to have their move characteristic. They're fine.
So we have to do 2 things. We have to make a movement for 3 claw steps ahead. We're going to do a magical intervention after we've moved that unit. We're going to go down to 4 command points with Lord Screech. We're going to do his War Scroll spell. So I need an 8 on dice for this to go off. Sure, it doesn't go off. That's it. Ready to move?
Let's go ahead and move into movement. All right, movement phase complete. You can see that we had to measure and look at a lot of different things here because this battle tactic is difficult. I do have 2 units that are within 3 inches of the center of the battlefield. So presently, I'm completing my battle tactic. We'll see what happens though. And then I just loaded up this objective over here, fell out of combat over there, and Michael did spend 1 command point to redeploy over there. So right now, it's 3 command points to 3, and I think you're gonna wanna shoot in the shooting phase, correct?
I'm just so excited to shoot in the shooting phase. So I am within 18 if you want to try and say nay nay, but then you can't say nay nay again.
Yeah, I think I want to say nay nay here.
Okay,
yeah,
go for it.
Nay nay.
Oh, nay nay. Okay, very good.
Okay.
So that's Catacrys's ability to just turn off commands within 18 inches. Pretty good.
Once per turn. Yep, that was helpful. Okay, I do have shooting, so we're going to get set up for that right now. My Gothizzar Harvester is going to fire with his Death's Head Maw. This is a 12-inch range. I've got 4 attacks, and they're 4s, rend 1/1. We're just going to shoot into Screech, keep putting a little pressure on him. No crits on this. Make a save, rend 1.
5s. Fail them both.
Okay, well, you just needed to make 1 save, but you did fail them both,
Yeah.
so that's 1 damage. Okay, cool. We cut him. Okay, and now we're going to charge that Gothizzar Harvester. He wants to go in and harvest some bones. He'll go 5, that's plenty. Michael, I need to use an ability.
Sure.
It's called Coordinated Charge.
Sure.
I'm just +1 to charge rolls.
Great.
For everything within 18 of Catacross, so he gets a 9. We're going to charge with the Mortek Guard now on a +1. 4 inches.
4 is good. You got it with that +1.
Nice, nice. Michael is going to countercharge me now that I've finished all of my charges.
Lord Screech going in. Not quite enough.
Okay, this is our rampage. It's called Gruesome Surgery. I'm going to pick an infantry unit in combat with this unit. I'm going to roll a d3, and on a 2+, I'm going to inflict that amount of mortal damage on the target equal to the roll. So let's see if it goes off first. It does not.
Okay.
So we don't need to talk about it anymore. We're going to call out Bludgeon. And for the rest of the turn, I'm going to add 1 to wound rolls for combat attacks with friendly Bonereaper units wholly within 18 of Catacross. Okay, Catacross has to fight first. He's going to be +1 to wound, and then we're going to pop a command point for all-out attack. So we're down to 2 command points, and he's going to do 5 attacks with Indicat on 2s and 2s into the clan rats. Okay, 2 crits. Okay, that's 12 damage. Okay, and then we're going to fight with the Shield of Mortis. This is 2s and 2s. Okay, we're good, and 2s. Okay, that's another 4 damage. Okay, since we have Strike First active, we're going to fight with the Gothazar Harvester next. He is +1 to wound because of Catacros's ability. However, his Soul Crusher weapons already wound on 2s, so it'll just affect the ossified hooves and tail. 4s and 2s. That was 2 crits, and then 2s. You've got 4 at -2.
Goes right through.
8 damage. And then ossified hoofs and tail. 4s, 1 hit, and then 3. Oh, 2 because of +1 to wound. Yep, 1 wound, -1 rend.
6. Oh, I got the cheese.
Oh! And he's going to have 6 blood bone harvest points.
I will res D3 for the big 3.
Okay, at the end of the turn, I'm going to use Repair Construct. I'm going to pick a Bone Reaper unit wholly within 12. The only eligible unit is the Mortek Guard, and I'm going to return a number of slain models to the target with a combined health characteristic equal to the number of Bone Tithe. I'm going to put 6 Mortek Guard back. That's everything, man.
Great.
All right, let's go score me up. We just finished my turn. Because Michael brought back a couple rats, even though I'm OC +3 to my 2 units that are standing on the objective, he still has 2 more models than me. So I didn't get that one. I do hold 1, 2, and I completed my battle tactic of seize the center. So that's 8 points. So the score is 18 to 8, and we're getting into Michael's turn. I have 2 command points, and Michael has
0.
less than 1.
I'm trying really hard to be active in David's turn. Like that was my whole plan with his army, was to be able to countercharge and shoot in your turn and move in your turn and be really, and it's just not working, guys. I can't make a 5-inch charge. So I don't have to bring out any more Nahals. They're all out, which is great. I do have to declare a battle tactic, which is going to be take the flanks. So I have a unit here, and these clan rats can make a 1-inch run roll, and they can get all the way across the line. So that's cool. I am going to go ahead and activate his Molder ability to do a little bit of healing right now. And he just heals D3. So he's back to full health.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't plan to kill him.
Did you want to activate a place of power or do anything like that?
Absolutely. Archon. No! He takes D3.
Got him.
For 1. And he takes it.
We're going to start with the Deceiver, and he's going to cast Warp Gale. Doesn't go off. We're going to do his War Scroll spell from the Lord Screech. Goes off on a 10.
Okay. I don't like that, and I have enough Unbind, so Archon. Oh, hold on. I do have a Spell Ignore.
Okay, yeah.
From Archon the Black. Okay, you're
Thank
good.
you.
Yeah.
Make me count out the dice.
I'm trying to remember all my rules, guys. It's hard. Wait till you're trying to play a bunch of different faction packs. You'll know.
It's going into Catacross.
Okay, sounds good.
So take 3 mortals. Oh!
He'll take them all. Okay, he's half dead.
That's the most I've ever done to him.
Okay.
Thankwill right now. He's going to do a Wither. Cast value of 6. We got a 7. Okay, there's an 11.
Goes off.
Okay, spell ignore.
Ignored.
Ignored. With my final cast, Thankwill is going to try and bring in the Warp Lightning Vortex. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Great. So 9. I got it.
Okay, it goes off.
Finally, the Warp Lightning Vortex has arrived on the battlefield, but unfortunately, it no longer does anything the turn it comes down.
I'm going to do a rally on Catacross,
Okay.
bringing me down to 1 command point, because he's suffered 9 wounds now. He's starting to get chunked up. And he'll heal 4, so he's down to 5 suffered. I'm not going to do any magical intervention. I'd like to have 1 command point for the rest of this turn.
Great. We're going to move everything. We're going to shoot everything. We'll show you what happened. Movement phase is complete. Falling away from Catacross. Thankwill dipping out to the far side. We have completed our battle tactic, and these Vermin Lord are hanging out on this point, trying to kill the same thing they've been trying to kill for 3 turns. We're gonna see if we can get +1 to wound without killing a guy. Okay, we got +1 to wound on our Jezzails.
And the reason that's important, you guys, is because he's -1 to wound because of the aura of sterility. So that's good.
12 shots, hitting on 3s, wounding on 2s into Catacross. Ready? Ready?
Yes.
And then we wound on 2s. So take 7 saves at -2.
This is going to be a 3-up because he's gave himself Supreme Leader, and then he's got all-out defense. Fails 1, and then he's going to take...
Save stacking went away, huh?
2 damage. He takes 2.
Cool.
He suffered 7. Vermin Lord Deceiver's got a shot. Where's it going, Michael?
So he's got 6 shots with the Doomstar. Just flat 6 now.
That sounds pretty good.
It's going to go into your Harvester.
Okay, he is not wholly within 12, so no -1 to wound.
These are 3s, Ren 1, 2 damage, crit auto wounds. So 2 auto wounds.
Nice.
So 4 at -1 rend.
Okay, we're looking at 4s. Save 2, and then we've got 6s.
Yep, 2 damage each.
Okay, he takes 4 damage.
Nice. Thankwell has a little bit of shooting. Thankwell's going to activate his custom warp fire projectors. These are going to go into the Mortek Guard. It's a companion weapon, so I can't even alter this. These hit on 2s, wound on 3. 6 shots. These are single damage. They all hit. It's kind of like a flamethrower. Wound on 3s. So take 3. You don't care about the rend.
Fail 2.
Single damage.
2 dead guys.
Since we're looking at Thankwell, let's charge with Thankwell. Nope. Let's go ahead and charge with the Deceiver. A mighty 6.
That's good.
Whee! And then Lord Screech. Also good.
8 is good.
Screech is going to do his command, turn off commands for your... I know you don't have commands, but it also reduces your OC score.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
So you can't take commands, and your score is reduced by 3.
Okay, cool. So it'll just offset Catacross.
Right.
If I'm even within 18. We'll see at the end of the combat.
Lord Screech is going to activate into the Harvester.
Okay.
This is going to be 3s and 2s with crit exploding hits.
Okay. I am going to use my combat ability to give a 5-up ward to my army.
Take 3 at Ren 2.
Okay, this is going to be 5s. Okay.
3 damage each.
Okay. Roll lots of 5s, little guy. He did not. He's going to take enough damage to die, I believe. So the Gothazar Harvester goes down. Okay, the Mortek Guard have piled in. There's 15 of them in range, so this is going to be 31 attacks, and then we are getting crits on 5s instead of 6s because they have the empowered weapons. 7 crits, 4s to wound. 15 saves, Rend 1. Rend 1 because of anti-charge ability.
5s. 5s again. 7 wounds.
Okay, not bad for some more attacks. Your turn to fight.
8 attacks, 3s and 2s, Ren 3, damage 2, crit mortals. 4 mortals. And 2, take your 4-up saves.
Okay, we're good. And then the 4 mortals on 5s. Save 1. 3 guys go down. Any other combats?
No combats. I maintain that point.
Yep.
I'm going to res D3 rats over here for 2 rats resed. And that's it. Let's score it up.
Michael, we're back from your turn. How many points?
9 points. I hold 1, 2, and I do hold one of these side ones since I was the underdog. That counts for an extra point. And I completed my battle tactic. I did remember to heal my Deceiver with Foul Hide for D3, and he healed 3. So he's only suffered 4.
Brought back some rats.
Brought back those rats. I'm just going to keep bringing back rats and running back onto points. It's great. I can't wait to start this next turn, so I have command points, though.
Yeah, we've been out for a minute, so let's see what happens in Battle Round 3. Good
Yep.
luck. Okay.
I am going to take the double.
Okie dokie.
Which is interesting because I can't or I can't score my battle tactic this next turn, but since I am going into the turn as the underdog, I should still score pretty well.
I think so as well. So we're gonna snap off. We'll be back for battle round 3, Skaven. Welcome back for battle round 3. Michael is going first, so we're gonna go ahead and get into it. I have 4 command points to his 5 because he is the underdog in this turn. Places of power, should we do that first?
You can, I can't.
Okay, I'll try. Yeah, so
Cool.
we'll give Archon a +1 to cast.
My Deceiver. And let's just go ahead and cast a Fight Last.
Okay.
The Fight Last spell goes off on an 8.
Okay, I will attempt to unbind with Archon. It fails. I rolled a 7.
Do a 4-up spell ignore on Archon Black.
Nope.
Okay, Fight Last that guy. Screech is going to do his War Scroll spell. Goes off on an 8. So I got it.
Okay.
Do your 4-up spell ignore over there. You got it. Thankwell is going to do his War Scroll spell of Terrible Madness onto Archon, the black. Goes off on 7.
I'm done.
Denied. Let's go ahead and do Wither, cast value on 6. So there's an 8.
This is coming from the little guy. Nope, goes off.
Let's do a 4-up spell ignore on the little guy.
Okay. Archon's getting all of his points back today.
Just,
He's just flying through the air, literally slapping spells down, just slapping them.
final thing I'm doing here is I'm just checking the Warp Lightning Vortex. Anything within 6 inches, so Archon and the little guys, do Mortec Guard. On a 4-up, D3 Mortal Wounds. You don't get a spell ignore against this. 4-up.
No!
D3 for 3 Mortal Wounds.
No! He takes 2. Mortec Guard?
Mortec Guard. Yes. Take 1.
That's a dead Mortec Guard.
Let's move.
No. You
want-
will not move.
You want some magical interventions?
Yes.
Go for it.
My magical intervention is going to be Drain Vitality on Thankwell.
Okay.
Goes off on a 7, or 8, because I'm plus
Yeah, you
2
got
to
it.
cast. Okay, so he's -1 to a save and -1 to hit.
Cool.
Now we're done, and I'm down to 3 command points.
Movement phase complete. We did a little bit of teleporty shenanigans. We got our Jezzails out of dodge, and then we brought some clan rats back on my home point. We have 2 Vermin Lords who can't kill 1 unit of Mortec Guard. We keep trying. And then Thankwell is gonna just go try and stand on a point and steal it from Archon the Black and that little foot hero. Thankwell is gonna take his 6 shots and put it into the small foot hero. Great, okay, so these are 2s and 4s, Ren 2.
Okay.
Ready? 2s, they'll hit. This is the problem, 4s. All right, take 4, Ren 2.
6s, 4. Okay,
Or single damage.
okay, and then 5s. Okay, he takes 2 damage.
All right. I gotta risk it for the biscuit over here, and I do have to try and give myself +1 to wound. Right? So, hup. Yes, I get +1 to wound.
Okay.
We do also have to all-out attack, going down to 4 command points.
They're not within 18 of Catacross, so you're good.
Nice. That was intentional.
And who are they targeting?
I have to split targets. 6 into the small guy, the
Okay.
guy in the chair, and then another 6 into Archon.
Okay, I'm gonna all-out defense Archon.
Okay.
Bring me down to 2 command points.
Little guy in the chair. They'll hit.
1 auto wound.
Okay, so take 4, 5 at -2.
6s.
They're 2 apiece. I think we got him.
5s. He's dead.
Excellent. Into Archon. 1 auto wound. Take 3 at -2.
3 ups. We're good.
Shooting's complete. You ready to charge?
Yes, let's look at him.
Thankful. 7 will do it.
Yep.
I need him to get to the other side, though. I also need him to survive this.
In the charge phase, I'm going to use a Bone Reaper ability while you're moving in here. Counter Strike. For the rest of the turn, friendly units wholly within 18 of Catacross have anti-charge +1 rend. Okay, I'm going to use my last 2 command points to counter charge with Catacross into the Warp Lightning Vortex. He goes in with an 8. Okay, we got the bad boys staring each other down. We're going to do some rampages.
I roll a dice. On a 3-up, you take D3. On a 6, you take 2D3.
Okay.
Take a mighty mortal wound.
He takes.
He takes.
And then we'll give everybody a 5-up ward that is wholly within 18 of Catacross.
We'll do Screech. She's going to try and turn off your commands. Does not. And then we'll do the Deceiver on a 4. Sure. No worries. Lots of 1s. It's going great. All out attack. 4 attacks with the Staff of the Horned Rat. And wounds on a 3 or a 4. We got 1. Rend 1.
Saved it with a 4.
Cool. And then we have 6 attacks with Boneripper. These are on 3s. Nice, Boneripper. Way to be.
Yeah.
And these are nice. Okay, take 5.
Okay, I fail 3.
They're 3 damage each.
Okay. So he'll take 5 damage.
Okay.
Catacross swinging his glaive into the Warp Lightning Vortex. This is going to be 3s and 3s. 2 explosions.
Okay.
That's 15 damage.
Nicely done.
Okay.
Lord Screech doing his darndest against this unkillable unit. Hits on 3s, exploding 6s, and we got 4 explosions.
Whew!
He's pissed.
He's pissed.
Really
I don't think 4-ups are going to save me right now.
He's really tired of this stupid unit. Okay, take 3, 6, 9.
These are 3 damage apiece?
These are 3 damage apiece.
Uh-oh, 4s. I failed 2.
You bastard. Tell David in the comments what a bully is. You failed 2?
5s. Yeah, 5 guys die.
5 guys. I guess we're going to all-out defense the Deceiver.
So this is 3s with exploding 5s. 10 saves, no rend.
3s. Okay, fail 3. And 5 upwards. Take 2 damage.
The slap fest continues.
And then he's going to fight you back.
Clap me back, son.
Mortals on 6s. And 1 save. 4 damage, which is exactly what he's done like every turn.
I failed all of them even though I rolled 1 extra
even though you
dice.
rolled
4
5.
guys die.
Yep.
Okay, Arkin the Black is going to fight with his sword and staff. This is 4 attacks, 4s to hit, 3s to wound, -2 D3. We got a critical hit, and then 3s to wound, 1 at -2.
Goes right through.
2 damage.
5 upwards. Take 1.
Okay, and then we're going to do the Ebb and Claws. This is 4s and 2s. 2s. 3, -2. That's 6 more damage.
5s. Ooh, spiked. And take 2 more damage.
Nice.
Excellent. So end of turn, we heal clan rats for 1.
1 more rat. That's all you need.
We foul hide to heal here for 1. We foul hide to heal on Thankwill for 3, so he suffered 1.
Oh man, they all have foul hide?
Just those 2.
Yeah, let's go score it up.
Great. Skaven have completed their turn. We hold 1, 2, not more. We tried really, really hard to get that back point. That's what we needed to really turn this game on its head. Not more. We do get a bonus because we were the underdogs, so we only got 5 points. I did spend 1 command point to bring back 10 clan rats over on the far side, just for maybe some late game scoring. It's basically David has to keep a whole unit standing on that point just to stop me from running over there and snagging it.
That's very true. I am going to try to activate that place of power.
Okay.
It goes off, so it'll be a extra +1 to cast. Let's try to cast Curse of Years on Thankful. It fails. And then let's try to cast the Shard Storm on the unit of Jezzails over there. That one goes off on a 9.
Unbind. You got it. Yep.
3 mortal wounds.
Sure.
Now for his last spell, I was going to say let's go with a good old Arcane Bolt.
No.
But that doesn't exist anymore.
Sad.
Drain Vitality did drop off on Thankful. Let's try to activate some weapons. Goes off on a 9.
Let's try and unbind. You got it.
We'll activate Archon's weapons, I think. Let's activate Catacros's weapons, because it just has to be within 12. That is it for my hero phase. Anything you want to do in the hero phase?
Nope. No, I have 1 command point and I'm going to save it for shooting.
Okay, movement phase is complete. I use the Relentless ability in the movement phase to allow everything to move out of combat and still be able to charge. I do need to take a D3 mortal wounds onto Archon the Black for 1, and then he's going to take it. So we'll roll him to 5.
Okay, and then what about the little guys?
And then the little guys will take 2, and 2 of those guys will go down as well. And then Catacross moved over here. I'm going to try to seize this objective, and I also am doing a battle tactic that I forgot to announce, marked for the grave. So I need to kill these 20 rats with these 2 units here, hopefully. And that's it for my movement phase. Before I get into charges, do you want to do anything?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I am going to fire with my Jezzails into the Mortek Guard with the Jezzails. 2 auto wounds.
Okay, and then 6s. They're dead.
I'm up to 3 units, guys.
Hand me those 2.
I've got 3.
I haven't killed 3 units. You're killing more units than me.
I'm winning!
You're winning. Archaon. Roll the 12.
They're all dead. This is terrible.
The Mortek Guard are going to charge.
Yep.
4.
Not enough.
Not enough.
Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Catacross.
Yeah.
Okay, he goes. We're going to do a rampage. D3. Okay, that's going to be 3 mortal wounds into the Jezzails. In the combat phase, we are going to call out Bludgeon, and we're going to add 1 to wound rolls for combat attacks made by Bonereapers units. So this is going to be 5 attacks from into Cat going into the little dudes, 3s and 2s. 1 explosion, so they all hit, and then 2s. 4 at -2, that's 12 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Shield of Mortis, this is 3 attacks, 3s and 2s. Okay, and then 2s. That's 2 more damage. And then the Retinue Blades, we've got 10 of these, 3s and 3s. 2 crits. 3 saves.
Rend?
-1.
6s. 3 more go down.
Not enough!
They survived.
I definitely would have gotten my battle tactic if the Mortek Guard got in, but they didn't.
6 attacks with the rusty knives. And 5s. Oh, no wounds.
Okay, we're gonna put all the Ebb and Claws into the Jezzails just to make sure they go away. And then we're gonna put the rest of the attacks into the Clan Rats.
Got it.
So the Ebb and Claws are 4s and 2s. Three, Ren 2. So that's 6 damage.
Oh,
Oh, they got save?
saved 1.
Okay, 4 damage.
Yeah, they're 4 up safe because they got shields.
Okay, you got 1 guy left.
Yeah.
Nice. We're gonna go into the Clan Rats. One critical. And 3s. Okay, 1 at -1 into the Clan Rats.
Okay, failed it.
That's D3. 2 damage.
Clan Rats into Archon. 2 auto wounds. And they're weak. Oh, but they're mad. So take 5 wounds on Archon. No rend.
Oh, no rend.
No rend.
You 3 up save. And then 6s. He takes 2.
Here we go. No, not this time.
You're not as pissed.
Not as pissed. 1, sir.
He fails it. He takes it.
Got him.
He's half dead. You're doing great.
All right. D3 come back for 3.
Oh, you dirty, dirty boy.
So that means I have 7 effectively on that point. Clan Rats are currently just MVPing all over the place. And then I bring back D3 over on that one
Yep.
for 1. And then I bring back D3 here for 1. Foul Hide.
And then this one just falls off.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool.
Well, let's go talk about how many points I didn't score. We're back for my turn. I scored 2 points. I hold this one.
Yep.
Yep.
It all fell apart.
I didn't get my battle tactic. I left 3 Clan Rats alive, and then Michael spiked 3 when he brought him back. And Catacross gives OC +3 to every other unit wholly within 18, except for himself. So yeah, 2 points. So the score is 20-22 Skaven. So I am now the underdog.
Yeah.
And we're rolling off for battle round.
This is 4?
Battle round 4. Last battle round, baby. Let's go. Okay. I have to think really hard. So we'll be back for battle round 4, Mystery Army. Okay, we are here for battle round 4. I have decided to take the turn. We did a lot of talking behind the scenes to see if I can pull this one out, and we're just gonna have to pull the trigger and see what happens. I can't do a battle tactic this turn, so we're just gonna get right into abilities. We're gonna use one of our command points from Catacross, and we are going to give him and another unit a plus to their save. Let's do Curse of Years on that 1 Jezzail.
Got it.
It goes off with a 9.
You got it.
He's alive. For the next one, let's cast the Horde Clearing spell. That goes off on a 11.
I guess we'll try. You got it.
Okay, into the Clan Rats. That's going to be 3 mortal wounds. Let's try to drain Vitality on Lord Screech.
Good.
That goes off with a 9.
Let's try and unbind. Unbound.
Okay, excellent. So Archon's going to heal 2 because he cast 2 spells.
Okay, so he's at 5 suffered. Can't quite.
I don't think I have any other abilities to do. I am going to see if I can bring a 10-man Mortek Guard unit back on a 5-up in my movement phase. I'll just roll it now. It doesn't happen.
Okay. I'm going to do Magical Intervention.
Okay.
I'm going to try it again.
Okay.
Lord Screech. Can't stop, won't stop.
All right, man. I think that is the end of my move or of my hero phase. So let's go ahead and move. During movement, I moved these Mortek Guard forward 4 inches. I moved these Mortek Guard forward 4 inches. And then Archon retreated, so he's going to take D3 for 1. And then will he shrug it? No, so he suffered 6. And then Catacross is going to stay here and try to seize the home objective. These ones have a, Mortek Guard have an 8-inch charge, and these ones have a 10. So I think we can just get right into it. I don't have any shooting. Okay, Archon is going to call out a command for +1 to charge. So these 2 units will have +1 to charge. This one is out of range of both Catacross and them. So we're going to go with them first. They need a 9. Let's use a command point just in case. I need to re-roll it.
Okay, I see.
And then let's see what we get. That's a 3. Okay. That's a 6, so they're going to sit there.
So they need 8, so now it's a 7?
Mm-hmm. Okay, they fail. Things are going great.
You could just choose, well, I guess you could one-shot him, but...
Okay, we're going to go 10 inches with Arc in the Black. I have to give myself a 5-up ward in the combat phase, otherwise there's no way Archon will survive. Okay. And then for my rampage, I'm going to roll a D3, and on a 2-up, you'll take some mortals. No.
I'm going to roll a D3, and on a 3-up, you'll take some mortals. No.
4 attacks with his sword and staff. This is 4s and 3s.
All out defense, going down to 1 command point.
Okay, and 3. Nothing. And then the Ebon Claws, 6 attacks, 4s and 2s. Okay, 4 at -2.
5s. Save 2.
Okay.
Damage.
2 each.
5s. Take a damage.
Nice.
Thankwell just bossing out. Usually he just explodes.
Yeah. All right, let's go look at the clan rats. Got some clan rats spitting in my face, staying alive.
Gotta give him that hot 2.
Throwing some spice.
How about 4 auto wounds?
Okay.
Take 6, no rend.
Okay, this is going to be 2 ups because he gave himself the shield. And then he's going to be on 6s.
Now, David, I believe that you can easily kill this guy, but I'm going to make you roll it.
All right, all out attack. Catacross is going to fight with 3 into cat attacks because he's damaged. So this is going to be 2s and 3s. 3 hits, and then 3s. That's 3 damage. And then the Shield of Mortis, 2s and 3s. The one thing that doesn't have crits, of course. 3s. 2, that's 4 more damage.
You got him.
Okay.
4 attacks with the Staff of the Great Horned Rat. Mm-hmm. Hitting on 4s. Ooh, they all hit. Hitting on 4s. Take 2 wounds. Rend 1.
Did I call out all out defense?
No, but I knew what you were doing.
Okay.
Yeah, all out defense.
Yeah. He's good.
Good. And this is from Boneripper. Boneripper's tired from that last turn where he actually did good. So take 3 at rend 2.
Fail 2.
There are 3 damage trees.
5s. Take 4. He suffered 10. Well, that's the end of my turn.
Let's score you up.
Let's do it. Okay, we are back from my turn. I scored 9 points. I hold these 3 objectives, which is more, and then I get an extra 1 for being underdog and holding this one, and an extra 2 right here.
That's pretty good. We have to call out a battle tactic, and I think it's going to be...
Attack on 2 fronts.
There we go.
Yeah.
So we're going to try that one. Should be relatively easy. I am going to activate a place of power right there with Thankwell. Mm-hmm. He's good. So he's +2 to cast right now. And he's going to give +1 rend to all Eshin units. So we're going to get +1 rend to himself and the Deceiver. Lord Screech is going to try his War Scroll spell. Hiya! Goes off on an 8.
Dude, your casting rolls have been doing good, though. Okay.
Into Catacross.
Okay, sounds good.
3 mortal wounds, sir.
Okay, he takes 3.
Cool.
He's got 5 wounded Renos left.
We're just going to pop some mortals over onto this guy.
Okay.
Goes off on an 8.
Okay.
You got a 4-up spell ignore still, right?
Yes.
Nice. We're going to do his War Scroll spell into Archon to try and turn off commands for him.
Okay.
Goes off on a 12, but you have a 4-up spell ignore.
Nope, goes off.
On a 6, you take a mortal.
Okay.
Now we're going to wither into him as well. This is just the D3 mortal wounds because you can't 4-up spell ignore it twice, correct? So 6, 7, 8.
Okay, this is my last unbind. It goes off.
It's a D3 mortal wounds for the big 3.
Okay, he takes them. He's got 1 wound left.
Nice.
Yep, I have nothing. I think I need to hold on to my last command point.
We're gonna get into movement.
All right, we're back from Michael's turn, or his movement. We didn't use the top-down camera because he moved 3 units.
1, 2, 3. Easy peasy. We did teleport this one Giselle to threaten Catacross with my 2 shots.
Do it.
And we're gonna do it right now. So
I use my last command point to redeploy 6 inches away because I don't want to give Michael his objective back.
So let's fire into Catacross. They both hit.
Okay.
They both wound. They're into.
He fails them both. It takes 4 damage. He'll take 3 damage. So he's got 2 wounds left.
So close, guys. I've never come
2 wounds left.
so close to killing Catacross. And we are going to spend our command point so that we can re-roll this 7-inch charge from the Deceiver.
Okay, I'm going to try to stop that.
Charging. Uh-oh. So a 3 is a fail. Good thing we spent that command point, though.
That's a very good thing.
A 4. All right, so failed charge on the Deceiver, so that's horrific. And then let's go ahead and throw a charge with the big boy himself. A 7. So failed battle tactic. There's no way for us to fight twice, so we're just going to do some rampages to make ourselves feel better. And on 3-up, we'll do some mortal wounds to you. Yes. Take D3 for 1 mortal wound.
He's dead.
Excellent. We would have failed our battle tactic 2 different ways. All right, that's it. Let's score it up.
Let's do it.
All right, everybody, we're here for the wrap-up. We're playing the mission that's from the match play book, out of the core book, and it's only 4 battle rounds. So we're done at the end of battle round 4. And very close game. Finally scored out for me 28 points because I failed my battle tactic at the last second to David's 28
to 29.
Yep, 28 to 29. 1-point game. Very, very close. Comment down below what you guys thought about our first game of 4th. I'm sure that we made some errors. Hopefully we took our time, went slow, and we got as well as we could. I'm a big fan of 4th edition.
Yeah, it's really fun, man. I had a blast. I think that the Bonereapers are really fun. They have so many tools.
Yeah.
Because they do all these different abilities that make you feel like you have a lot of command points. And even if you can't use command points or you don't have any, you can still be like anti-charge +1 rend or 5-up ward for everybody. And Catacross really gives to that with that big aura. I feel like he's auto-include. But let's talk about the rats first, man. What did you think? How did your army perform? Highlights and lowlights of the game.
I think it performed really well. By the end of the game, I still had my Vermin Lords and Thanquil, and I still had Clan Rats.
Yep.
Like David was able to kill 2 units of Clan Rats, and we just kept bringing stuff back.
Yes.
I did get stuck on those Mortek Guard with their unrendable save, and that was a big bummer because I'm popping out like really high rend stuff that hits really, really well. Remember that turn where you just, I spiked and did 9 and you saved 7 of them?
Oh yeah, they did amazing. The Mortek Guard did great this game.
Could not get through. There's a couple things that I'm a little surprised about. So like the manifestations were way less impactful than I was hoping they were going to be. And the magical intervention never worked for either of us.
No, I did it once to do some damage.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I kept trying to do it, and I just couldn't get it to happen.
Yeah.
So
the one time I did it, I put Drain Vitality on Thanquil, and I think that was a really good play because it kind of neutered him when he went into Archon the first time, so he was able to stay alive until battle round 4 when he finally went down. Yeah.
We both had big swings and misses where
my gosh.
we just couldn't do things that we should have been able to do. Like you failed a very easy battle tactic right here.
I failed a 5-inch charge.
Right.
With a 4. That hurt so bad. And then Catacross left 3 clan rats alive, and then you were able to bring back enough so I didn't have OC, that cost me 8 points.
Right.
Because I would have had your objective, 2 points for holding, and then another 4 points for my battle tactic.
Right.
So if I would have gotten that battle tactic, the game probably would have been over. So then I was really back-footed, running out of units, moving out of my auras because I had to, go out and focus on board control. So yeah, that can happen with Bonereapers. Things start to fall apart when your heroes start to go down or when you have to break your forces up. They're very powerful for the first couple battle rounds, but that definitely happens late game.
And then I had a big miss right there at the end where we literally were like, well, this is a foregone conclusion. You have a 5-inch re-rolling charge. This is 90-something percented. You're going to get this.
Yes.
You got a 6-inch redeploy. I missed that charge. Couldn't make a 5-inch re-rolling. Failed battle tactic. Like, oh no.
Yes. So Catacross cost me 8 points by not pushing through the damage and for me not getting that charge. But then he also helped me by redeploying 6 inches this way.
Yep.
It's still holding your objective, so you couldn't just walk onto it to get it. So yeah, wild game. 28 to 29 we were talking about is not very good scoring if you're able to score 10 every turn. So we definitely have some work to do, but this was a really fun matchup. I enjoyed it.
Yep. I would definitely take this list again. MVP is going to be Screech.
Yeah, he was good.
The Giselles were also very good.
Very good for 300 points.
Very good for 300
I could see people just taking gun lines of those, like 900 points worth of them.
And they were 4 save too.
Yeah, they were good. Even after I killed a bunch of them, I felt like I made the wrong decision by going over there and bothering them. And that's kind of the problem is like, okay, you've got these 3 big monsters. You want to deal with the Giselles as soon as possible, but I don't really have the tools to do it. Like I got in there and got to him, but it took a 12-inch charge to do it. I wasn't planning on that. I was just going to go into the clan rats. For my army, I'm going to give MVP to the Mortek Guard. They were very, very strong. 4-up non-rendable if they don't move, anti-charge, and resurrecting them. And I didn't get to bring back a half-strength unit. I don't think I would take that detachment again because it's on a 5-up in my turn. And by the time one of those units dies, it's the 3rd or the 4th turn.
Sure.
So maybe just take +1 to cast for my Foot Wizard or something else. But yeah, they're going to be MVP. LVP, I guess I'll give to the Harvester. He did get 1 big heal off. And I can't give LVP to Catacross because he did so much for my army. So I guess it'll go to the Gothazar Harvester. The Soul Mason didn't really do anything either. He cast Strike First on Catacross and on 1 other unit.
His -1 to rend or -1 to wound aura is important.
Yeah, that was important. So it's got to go to the Harvester. Unfortunately, the Harvester is LVP. I do think that the Harvester is a really cool tech piece now, though. You have to fight to heal, so you have to be a little bit more aggressive with him, but like still really, really fun. I give like the playability and the fun of this army, I give it an A+. I just think that it's going to struggle in certain matchups because of board control and damage output. Did not really have the damage output that I would have liked. And Michael had fair damage output with the monsters, which would have been like loads better had I not been ignoring his rend. So yeah, amazing that I ended up winning by a point because we literally thought it was over because 5-inch charge re-rolling. So I feel like it's more of a draw than a win. I really, really do. But I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and please do go check out Baron of Dice and Grey Matter that are doing a promo for all of this series of videos for the new edition, and that's all I got, Mike.
Perfect. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. We'll see you next week for another battle report.